Hello, my name is Kerry Arthur, and I have no idea if this is going to work at all. This is a possible Warhammer 40,000 Dark Imperium unboxing video, because I've never done one of these before, and if the sound is terrible, or this goes badly, then this won't see the light of day. But if you're watching it now, it all went good, so well done me. I just got this, I'm massively hyped, so I thought instead of just opening it in isolation, let's make a cheap little shitty video using my phone because I have no other camera available. Professionalism as always. Okay, this is the way to do this if you've only got one hand. Oh yes, nice. That is pretty damn fancy, I've got to say. I really like that. Can I take that off and frame it? It's a really... Look at that. Look at it. It's quality. Okay, so... Got a nice thing on the back here, which I should have pointed out before. Showing you all of the stuff, what you will get in the box of Delight. As you can see, some nice Death Guard stuff that I really do like that model. The Lord of Contagion, quality work. And a bit of blurb on the back about the Primaris Space Marines and the Death Guard, very fancy. They are humanity's mightiest heroes, blah blah blah. And, oh shit, disease. Basically what you need to know. Okay, what have we got under here? Well, oh, hang on. I kind of expected that whole thing to lift out, but no, it's like a little box within a box. Oh, complete with a purity seal. Look at that. Well, sort of. It's more of a stamp of the Inquisition, isn't it? But close enough. Okay, so we have a box within a box, because more boxes is always good. And that, I believe, is the rulebook. God, that feels hefty. I like it. Good grief, that's got some right weight behind it. Cool, I like that. Okay, we'll take a closer look at that in a second. Oh, transfers. Now, you're not going to see much of these very often anymore, I don't think. It looks very much like transfer sheets will be going the way of the Dodo. Games Workshop seem to be angling away from those and more towards shoulder pads with sculpted insignias on them, so this might be one of the last transfer sheets you ever see for Space Marines, at least. I do have a source for that, by the way. I'll link it in the description. Okay, Primaris Space Marines, core rules. Right, we'll have a closer look at that in a second as well. This has just got boxes for days. There's all your bases and so on and so forth. Oh, sweet dice, nice. Yeah, there we go. Load of bases and a measuring stick of some description. Brilliant. Okay, that can go back in there. I'm not going to be able to get this in here properly now, am I? Hey, there we go. I've left the dice out, but whatever. Okay, that can go over there. Let's have a look in here. I'm going to have to cut it open. Luckily, I have my trusty tool of important things. Also, I apologise for the state of the rug. I've got a dog. That should tell you what you need to know. The corkscrew blade thingy. Look how smooth that was. You'd never know I was doing it with one hand, would you? Except you do, because you can tell. Right. Cool. That's a lot of shit. I like it. Okay, Death Guard sprue. Looking good. I've got to say, the quality on it is really good. The light's not great in here, unfortunately, but the quality of the cast looks really, really, really nice. That refuses to focus. Take my word for it. I'll do some close-up pictures and splice them in if I can. Yeah, the cast is really, really high quality. That is really good. Nice. Okay, that's Death Guard there. We've got another Death Guard sprue here. I believe this is the... How do you pronounce this again? The Fetid Blight Drone. You can see it there and down the bottom there. I've seen many pronunciations of it, but it is fetid. It's not feted or foted or fated or whatever the hell people have been saying. It's definitely fetid. And that is the Lord of Contagion right there. Again, the light's not great, but I think you can just about make that out. I also keep on to remind myself that the cracks all over my phone screen are not going to affect the picture coming out of the camera, so it's fine, don't worry about it. But yeah, again, the cast looks to be really good quality. Gee, the amount of detail on these things is insane. I mean, even that cloak by itself on the back of the Lord of Contagion is really, really nice. Look at that. When you think back to some of the god-awful quality and god-awful cast that Games Workshop used to do, I mean, just you know, anything that's been in failcast for the last God knows how many years because they haven't updated it yet. Not great, but this stuff is on an entirely different level. There we go. Poxwalkers, and one of the Plague Marines. More Plague Marines there. Yeah, Poxwalkers and Plague Marines looking good, and that should be that all we've got left is Primaris Marines, which I'll be honest, I thought I'd be more interested in Death Guard, but it turns out no, the Primaris Marines I really, really like, even if I'm only one of about 100 who do. That would be the Captain in Gravis armour with his steroid gut. You gotta admit, it sticks out a little bit. I like the model, but you know, rein it in a little bit, would you? Yeah, again, looking really nice. Looking really, really nice. There's a nice banner there with it's actually got the stuff moulded into it, which is good. But it's not covered in Ultramarine stuff, which is even better. No offence, Ultramarines, but no. I'm going to put these all in the wrong way now, but never mind. Okay, looking good. Looking good so far. I'm liking it. Oh shit, I ripped the corner. Boo. Boo, I say. Okay, get that out of it. Let's have a look at these first. Gonna have to I want to get the little blade on the go, but I also don't want to trash the books themselves. I can do it. I've got faith. No, I can't. We're in. I knew we could do it. I had faith. I was going to say the Emperor Protects, but that's a bit excessive given that we're just trying to get a bit of shrink wrap off a book. Don't worry, it sounded disrespectful to the material, but that's only because it was. Okay, Primaris Marines Death Guard. I don't actually know what's in these, to be honest. I guess the best way to find out is to look. Bit of blurb on the background of the Death Guard. Ah, the drone of endless swarms of flies. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, okay, so it's got a nice bit of background and lore on the unique characters. Lord of Contagion, Noxious Blight Bringers, bleh, Malignant Plaguecasters. Don't like that dude's face, not gonna lie. Don't like it on the model, don't like it in the illustration, but I like pretty much all of the others, so I'm not too bothered. Nice info on Plague Marines, fetid bloat drones and poxwalkers. Yeah, this is nice. This is it's like a nice little primer. Hey, this is good. I wasn't expecting this, to be honest. I like this. So it's got a load of stuff for other Death Guard. I guess warbands, Vectoriums. They are now apparently. There's some alternate colour schemes as well. Pallid Hand, the Apostles of Contagion. I recognise the Apostles of Contagion. The fecund ones, Jesus Christ. The Glooming Lord, Putrid Choir, Pox Mortis, Mouldering Claw, Weeping Legion, Poxwalkers. Oh, the Carrion Hounds, sorry. Vast hordes of Poxwalkers screen the advance of Carrion Hounds. The Heralds of Despair and the Corpse Makers. Not the most original of names, but alright. There you go, and there's all your gear nicely painted up. Yeah, no, that's good. I like that. Oh, and data sheets as well in the back. Excellent. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. So it looks like we've got all the information for all of that stuff. Do we have anything in the way of... So we've got power ratings there. Just having a quick look to see if I can see points costs, which I don't think I can. No, correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't see any points costs there. Then again, I suppose that would discourage you from buying the indexes, which will have the points cost. Oh, hang on. Wait, no. I take it back. I apologise, Games Workshop. God, I jumped on you a bit there, didn't I? Alright, Lord of Contagion, points per model. It does have the points per weapons as well. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Keeps it nice and simple, keeps the layout easy for people who are just getting into it for the first time. Pushes the power ratings a bit harder, because they haven't got the points values on the pages, but then, you know, for people brand new to 8th, they might want to dive in with power before they go for points. So yeah, no, that's not bad. That is not bad. I like that. Nice and approachable. I like the amount of background in the book as well. Obviously I haven't read it yet, but I will. I absolutely will. And Primaris Space Marines. Angels of Death, except the Space Marines are already called that, so alright. Captains, Ancients, Primaris, Lieutenants, Intercessor Squads. Yeah, I said Lieutenant, I know. I know, most places it's pronounced Lieutenant, but by my granddad. Warriors of Ultramar. Ah, here we go. So there we go. We've got some nice stuff about different chapters. More detail in terms of squad markings and so on than you got on the Death Guard one, I think. But yeah, there's like 4 pages dedicated, but it seems to be about the same number. And you've got all of the extra stuff up the top there as well. Yeah, no, these are decent books. These are nicely done. I'll have to read them properly and to scan for like spelling mistakes and grammar errors and all that shit, because there's usually something like that. But first impression is good, real good. God, look at that. Toughness 5 Marine, get in. Love it. Yeah, Captain Gravis Armor single, and presumably this will have the points values in the back, which I'm going to be interested to go through actually. Captain and Gravis Armor is not as expensive as Lord of Contagion, but then I don't think he's quite as survivable. I'll have to have a look at that and compare properly before making bold statements like that, but there you go. Yeah, no, looking good, looking good. Okay, that's cool, I like those are good books. Good introduction. And it looks like we've got a full-on assembly and painting guide here. Excellent. Nice. All I've got to do before I assemble my Primaris Marines is wait for the heads that I ordered from Forge World to arrive. I hope they get here soon. I ordered them a bit late, really. Never mind. Still got some spare. You'll see what I'm going for when I post pictures of them. It's going to be awesome, though. Trust me. That is a lot of paint it recommends for these. Although it depends entirely on what paint scheme you go for. Yeah, this is looking decent. I like the fact they've included some of the, well, not some of, the non-codex chapter paint schemes there. That's a nice touch. You know, I mean, I say that because they didn't really have to do that, because let's face it, this has been pushed as Ultramarines versus Death Guard. But they know that people aren't going to paint them just as Ultramarines, so I'm liking the fact that they've included a guide for those who might want to, people who are newer to the game who might want to go for a different chapter. That's a nice touch. Okay, that's that book out of the way. What have we got here? Ah, these are the core rules. On a nice little, yeah, a nice little easy reference sheet. Look at that. I already like the way that is laid out. Nice and simple, nice and clear. The fact that there isn't like paragraph upon paragraph of explanation bodes really well, especially for people who are new to the game. Yeah, that's looking decent. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with this so far. I'm impressed with this. It's looking pretty damn good. All I've got to do is try and get the garbage off this without wrecking it. With one hand. I should have just taken all the plastic off before I did this, but I was too excited. Too excited. It happens. It's no good. I'm going to have to cut to when I've actually opened this. This is ridiculous. Okay, there we go. Oh dear, terrible. God, I'm really liking that image. It's pretty damn good. The Death Guard stuff is kind of subtle on it, but it's nice and disgusting. Got some more excellent full page art in there. There's Mortarion, dirty bastard. Oh, hello. Yes, Black Templars getting some love. Awesome. That's the image that we've become accustomed to recently. Good grief. So, this is it. This is everything you will need to know. The Imperium of Man, the armies of the Imperium, the force of chaos, the Xenos threat, eternity of war. There is only war. Play in the game, open play, narrative play, match play, data sheets, core rules, example turn, fighting a battle. An example turn? They've put an example turn in the thing. Thank God for that. Yeah. I'm looking forward to trying out narrative play, I've got to be honest. I mean, matched play is going to be basically what we're used to in 7th, but obviously some of the rules are different, but it's still points based and all that. Stuff like narrative play is interesting to me. And then we get into advanced rules, Battleforged armies, Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I will say that the quality of this feels real nice. They've not skimped on this at all. It feels like a quality product. In fact, the whole thing does. The way they've packaged this and the way they've laid it out is very nice indeed. Now there we go. Imperial agents. Poor Adeptus Sororitas. Your time will come. Please, for the love of God. I would throw so much money at Plastic Sisters, I'd probably end up having to get a divorce. Just purely out of being told off so much for buying shit. Yeah, this is it feels really nice. This feels really nice. Right, well, I mean, I won't go through this in its entirety. Obviously, I'm just flicking through, but you get a solid, massive, full-on rulebook there. You've got your data sheets and information for the units in the box in the form of those 2 books. The sprues look nice. The models look really detailed. Got a nice painting guide to go along with it. You've got your core rules card. That is, I do like the inclusion of that, you know. I do like that. That's it's a nice touch. Easy to reference, that thing. There you go. That was the Dark Imperium 8th edition, I guess, box set. Quality stuff from Games Workshop this time round. I'm really looking forward to putting these together and painting them, and playing with them. A good friend of mine's got a Tyranid and Necron army. I'm not looking forward to playing the Tyranids because I've never played them before. They're going to beat the shit out of me. So yeah, anyway, there you go. That is the Dark Imperium Ultimate Warhammer 40,000 box set with the Primaris Marines and the Death Guard. And it is all around, to my eye, a pretty decent quality product. And what I'll probably do is go through the books especially in more detail, and I'll do a little write-up on sort of how they fare on the website, which there'll be a link to in the description below. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that and found it mildly informative. I'll see you for the next one. Toodaloo.